Hi, and welcome. My name is Renee, and I am the creator and owner of The Golden Familiars, and this is a Flosstube video, my first ever. I'm anxious and nervous, and that's my cat who wants to say hello, and I'm just going to leave that in there because it's a great lead into I am not technologically savvy. I don't know how to edit things. I don't know how to be like, oh, here, look at this picture. Do this. I'm sure someone might reach out and help me, but I'm going to try to do this all in one recording, and you're going to get me and possibly all my mistakes. So welcome. Salem already said welcome. Like I said, this is a Flosstube, and this is a channel mainly about cross stitch. So if that is not your cup of tea, you're going to get real bored or be very confused. So you might want to skedaddle. If it's something that does interest you, please stick around. Never in my years on being on this planet would I ever think to say, please hit the subscribe button and like and share with your friends. But apparently in this world of Flosstube, that helps. So I'd appreciate it. I do have a whiteboard over here that I'm looking at that I will totally refer to many times to keep me somewhat of a flow chart so I don't ADHD skedaddle in different directions. So yes. Okay, so back to it. This is my Flosstube, and I watch a lot of Flosstube. A lot. I probably watch a lot of you guys, and you don't know it. Too many people to name, but I've really taken a liking to it, and of course learned all kinds of things and seen new designers and stitchers, and this is a great community to share things. So I wanted to start one mainly to talk about my company and my products. You know, pictures can only do so much on a website, and unless you see them in person, which I do vend at some retreats, you know, it's hard to see what they are in person or see what they are from the pictures. So I want to do a little bit of a product parade today and kind of explain what some of those things are so you can see them, see how they work with projects. They're all my own personal cases. So you're going to see probably a little bit of a whip or a works in progress parade because I want to show you them and how I use them. But first, I want to kind of briefly, I'm going to try to do it briefly, tell you how the Golden Familiars came to be and what it is exactly. Like I said, my name is Renee. I have been cross-stitching on and off for, oh my gosh, throughout my life. I'll pick it up here, put it away. I like hand embroidery. I just love crafting in general. I love it. If I see something, I'm like, I want to figure that out, and I will do my best to figure that out. Not everything is successful, but I love me a good craft. So I kind of go back and forth between hand embroidery and cross stitch, but lately it has been cross stitch. So a number of years ago, I had really dived back into it a few years before the pandemic. And, you know, then the pandemic really hit. And I was looking for something to store projects in where I wouldn't have to, you know, keep going back and forth. Basically like a project bag, but even more specific. So I found, initially I found a pattern on Etsy, and it was kind of what I was looking for. So I bought that pattern. It was the first time I had ever worked with vinyl, and I'm telling you, you know, once you get the hang of it, it's a little easier, but yeah. So I took that pattern, I made my first, what I sell stitch and go cases. I still have that one, and it is hilarious to look at. If I want a good laugh, I just take it out and look at it. So I think that was in 2021 that I made that one initially. Pardon me. And I am a big fan of the Witchy Stitcher and Meg. I've never met Meg, but we have corresponded over time quite a bit. But big fan of the Witchy Stitcher designer, and I'm in her group. And I post there a lot. Maybe you have seen me. And I'm so very thankful to her for letting me grow what this has become to this day. I have made her a few cases and sent those as thank you, because typically in a private Facebook group, a designer or cross stitch group, the different rules about being like self-promoting and stuff, a lot of groups don't want you to do that, but she has always been welcoming to me and with open arms and would let me repost stuff in there. And she's been great. I owe a lot to my followers and my customers to Meg and her Witchy Stitcher page. Back to what I was saying. The cat may make an appearance here again, or not. I have very many things moved around in the room right now, and he's not used to where they are, and he's like, I want to be there. I want to be right up in your biz. Anyway, so I'd made that first case, and I had posted it in the Witchy Stitcher group as oh my gosh, this thing took me forever, but oh my gosh, I love it. And she actually saw it and commented. She was like, I'd love one. So I made her one. Fast forward to 2022, and somebody in that group posted that initial pattern and said something like, I would pay somebody to make this. And somebody remembered that another member had made something. And so I got tagged in that post, and she contacted me, and I was like, well, I've really only made one for somebody else like one time before. I don't know how to price that. It took a long time and a lot of work, but let me think about it, and got back to her and made her that. But of course, other people had seen the post and were commenting and sending me messages. And so that's kind of how it first got started. Messaging people, or them sending me a message through Messenger and just saying, send me your money. I mean, I'm a trustworthy person when it comes to business. So, but basically telling a stranger to PayPal me some money for a product. I know that some people are leery of that. I get it. But anyway, so I did that for about a month. And then late summer 2022, my beautiful cat Salem, who was only 2 at the time, randomly started limping around the house. And he was in distress. He was very unhappy. I knew something was wrong, and I took him to the vet, and they just looked at him immediately, and they knew that he was going to need to go see a specialist, and it was not good. And basically he had hip dysplasia. He was going to need surgery. And I mean, like the dollar sign, the cartoon signs, where the eyeballs, like that was me. Absolutely. I was like, oh my gosh. And I couldn't put him down. He was only 2 years old. Otherwise he was healthy. And I mean, I was just rocking a hard place. Like what am I going to do? I mean, it was thousands of dollars. And I came home from the vet, and just in an act of absolute, desperation of what am I going to do? And pretty quickly off of making those cases, I posted in the group, hi, I'm that person that's been making those cases. Here's my dilemma. I posted a picture of like my vet bill and basically said, would anybody be willing to buy a case from me to help fund my cat's surgery? And let me tell you, you guys already know that this community is amazing, but the people that, I mean, it was overwhelming. It was kind of like that Ron Burgundy, like, well, that escalated quickly. I had enough people reach out and buy a case for me that it completely covered his surgery. I was, my faith in humanity went back up a notch. I was so thankful. He's super healthy now. It totally helped him. And the money that I had left over, some people even just kindly donated. I'm so thankful. If you're one of those people that bought a case, like an initial case for me, boy, have they changed. They're a little bit different now, but thank you so much again for helping my beautiful baby cat. So anyway, I took the extra money and was like, maybe I should start an Etsy shop, or because the orders were still coming in. I was busy for like 3 months doing the cases that had been ordered and needed an easier way to streamline ordering, because I was just messaging people back and forth through Messenger with pictures and let me know, and multiple people. I mean, it was like taking up all of my time, which I do. The Golden Familiar stuff is like my side part-time job. Side note, I have degrees in music and I teach private voice lessons. So that is my normal job, and then I do this stuff on the side. But it was taking up so much of my time getting back to people. So I needed a better way to streamline order, and started meeting with some people about creating a website. And I was like, I think I'd rather do that than an Etsy. I've got more control over the aesthetic of what I'd really like. And so anyway, thus I came up, not me, but I also had help with the Golden Familiars, coming up with a name. I didn't want it to be Stitch specific, not knowing what maybe in the future with my crafting, but I love Halloween, if you couldn't tell. I'm a Scorpio. I love Halloween. I was born 2 days before Halloween. Like, to me, it's 24/7, 365 Halloween. For me, it's always spooky season. So I wanted something that was my aesthetic, something that I really loved. And so my familiars, if you're not familiar with the familiar term, in our little witchy world, according to legend, your assistants that help you along your journey, they are called your familiars. And here he comes again, making an appearance. Come here, Bubba. Like I said, I'm going to be real transparent and I don't want to stop this thing. I don't know how to edit it. Anyway, so went with the Golden Familiars. I love the colors gold and black. Black is my favorite color, of course, and I love gold and black. Victorian gold and black. And so I went with the Golden Familiars. And I have 2 familiars. You've met Salem, and here in a bit, Maestro is down here napping, but this is a photo of him. This is a photo canvas that I embroidered tattoos on. Anyway, he is my other familiar. So the Golden Familiars was born. Yay! Blood, sweat, and tears. Every single one of them. It was not a super easy process, but super happy it's made ordering for people a lot easier. Anyway, so at the time I was just making these stitch and go cases and making them for bobbins. I am an OG bobbin flosser, floss bobbins. Anyway, I use bobbins 99.9% of the time. So I was just selling the cases that accommodated the bobbins. And then people were reaching out and saying, I don't bobbin, but could you make something, similar, but, like a vinyl pouch? And I was like, well, yeah, I could. So anyway, from the Etsy pattern that I first started with, over time, I have manipulated, I have basically Frankensteined it into what it is today. I've made it bigger to accommodate different things. I've added some upgrades or different options. And so that's what I want to show you today, is mainly my stitch and go cases. And then I'll just briefly explain some of the other things that I sell. But when I started making the other style, I basically had 2 styles to choose from. One with the bobbins and then one without. So me having 2 familiars, I named them after my pets. So the bobbined case is called the Maestro, and the non-bobbined case is called the Salem. And then within those, you've got different upgrades and different options. So that's where the company name came from, and that's where the case names came from. And so I think it's a great way to pay tribute to my familiars, and it's fun to hear people get back in contact with me and say, I need to order another Maestro, or I need to order another Salem. That's very endearing to see that has caught on. So let me take a drink of water. This is my Black Flame tumbler. A student bought it for me. Don't ask me where it came from. Google it. I'm telling you, the cat's like right here. Okay, so I'm going to explain the stitch and go cases. Bear with me. There are several styles, and I also have a huge announcement today that I'm debuting a larger size. Something I've been toying around for a while. I know I haven't said it yet, but my website is www.thegoldenfamiliars.com. You can go check that out. I'm also on Instagram at The Golden Familiars, on Facebook, The Golden Familiars, and then I also have a private Facebook group, The Golden Familiars Group, where you can go and you can talk there and post things. And every now and then, if I have like a specific thing that I've made that I'm looking to sell pretty quickly, I'll kind of post it in that one private group because I know it'll probably go pretty quick. But I mainly do custom orders. I might do a shop drop about every 2 to 3 months where I pre-make some stuff and put it on my ready-made products page, and they'll go live on a certain day. I'll kind of do a preview up to that to kind of preview what those items are before they go live. But I typically do custom orders. Yeah. So I'm just going to start right in. And I'm going to look over at my flow chart to make sure that I'm staying on task here. I did that. Okay. So I'm going to start with, I have 2 sizes, a standard size and a large size. When you go to the website and you pick which kind of case you want, then there are drop-down menus. You can look at the fabrics. I do offer certain fabrics. They're pretty much like witchy and spooky and Halloween and that aesthetic. But if you're not into that, I get it. Full respect. You can send me your fabric if there's fabric that you want me to use. You can also message me and special request things. Like, Renee, I'm not really into the spooky thing. I'm looking for Cinderella fabric, and we will find some of that for you. You have the choice of picking up to 2 fabrics for your case, or for a project bag, which I'll get to later, but basically up to 2 different fabrics, or you can just choose one and it will be paired with like a black, because this is my favorite color, black lining, but you'll see that here in a second. So anyway, I'm going to start with a standard size Maestro case. Like I said, these are all mine. They have my projects in it. I'm not guaranteeing. In fact, I don't think I have any of these fabrics that I'm going to show currently on the website. They're like sold out, but you can go check it out. Okay. Made with 100% cotton. I use fusible fleece. I use single and double-sided interfacing, 16 gauge vinyl, zippers, elastic. It's a lot. There's a lot going into this. I am also I'm not a big lover of the aesthetic of like patchwork quilt or like quilting. If you are, that's great. Awesome. I'm just not. So I do not quilt my things, but it is like padded with fusible fleece. I started doing that actually like at the end of last summer. So if you have an OG original like 2022 early 2023, it may not have the fusible fleece. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my website went live last March 3rd, 2023. So it's been a little over a year that I have had this going, like officially launched the website, blargity blarg. Okay, so this is a standard size Maestro. It even has like my old tags on it. I have new tags. I do an elastic button closure, so you can like expand, the more you put in it, you can expand. So I'll show you that page in a second, but this is standard size. Okay. It has 20 bobbin spaces. Has a big old pocket back here, a big old pocket in here. It has a vinyl pouch. It has a pocket behind the vinyl pouch. And I'll get to this in a second because this is actually an upgrade. but I'll explain that. So you have room to put your like a pattern. This won't fit like a regular size pattern. What did I do with that? Oh, it's in one. I am a PDF user. Like if I want to start a pattern like at home that night, I'm going to print it. So I am an OG bobbin, print it, highlight it when it's done. I don't use a tablet or that stuff. Maybe someday, but I'm not. Anyway, so I've got all my pattern shoved back here and whatever. Okay, the standard size though will fit. This is an 8x8 Q-snap. This is also, if you know the pattern Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, that's a big pattern. And this is a lot of fabric, but it does fit my 8x8. And I am a roll the fabric and tuck it into the grime guard. And yes, I do make grime guards. I'll get to that. So this has got it's a huge piece of fabric. It's huge. So I've got that all tucked in there and it does fit inside. And it'll fit a hoop. It'll fit a size, pardon me in that noise. It'll fit a size 2 Nerge. Okay. You'll know that Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow is a big pattern. It calls for a lot of floss. So something else that I make for big projects are bobbin pages. Here comes the cat again. Thank you, Salem. I know. Is bobbin pages. I make them one-sided. I can make them two-sided to where the two-sided will hold 40. But this is just a 20. And my bobbin pages, they fit inside here, but my pattern's in the way. But, you know, just trust me. Okay. So, another reason I was looking for something like this was like, I don't use project bags. I make them, I sell them, I get it. I just didn't want to throw like my scissors and my fabric and all my like in one bag and keep another bag inside of a bag. Like I didn't want that. So my vinyl pouch will keep a lot of stuff. I'm going to play Mary Poppins here for a second. Okay, I got a pen. I got a Sharpie. I don't know why that's in here. Got a highlighter. I've got extra bobbins. I think there's like a needle threader in there. And then I've got my scissors. And then I also do make accessories. You can go check those out on the website. But this is, I'll just show you real quick because it's here. Oh my gosh, and I've never done this thing before. What? Who am I? This is one of my scissor fobs that I make. I'm very into like Victorian, but this is what I call, this is the Binks style. I've got all these pretty clasp beads, and there's some that are velvet. Anyway, so all of that stuff fits. I can throw it in here. It's never gonna touch my fabric. I've never had a problem with my scissors poking through, but anyway, so that's there. Now, I'll get to this in a second. I know it's kind of confusing. I'm going a little bit out of order, but my standard cases, no matter what size, they come with slip pockets. Just remember that. Remember that in your head. Standard with slip pockets, because this is an upgrade, but I'll repeat it again here in a second. So this is an upgrade. It's an attached thread bed. It is attached to the page. It's sewn down. You can put your orts, your little thread. It's got a little place for your needle and to keep things down, but that is attached and snaps shut. So again, this is a standard Maestro with a thread bed upgrade. Okay. Gonna put that to the side. All right. So now, if you do not bobbin, here are my other options. This is a standard Salem with a vinyl pouch, zipper pouch. Some of this stuff is not bobbined, so I'll keep it in there. Same thing, your 8x8 Q-snap or your Nerge 2 or an 8-inch hoop will fit in there. Okay. Another pocket. There's my pattern. I'll show you what it is here in a second. Once again, pocket behind the zipper. You've got the other vinyl pouch, and I've got a lot of stuff in here. Thread Magic, some Krynic, my highlighter. Since I'm here, I'll just go ahead and show you. This is another fob that I sell. I think I only have a couple of these left. I call it Witchy Vibes, I think is the name of it. Witchy Vibes. I also do sell these scissors on my site. And funny story, I'll tell you. I've watched enough Flosstube to know. So these are Kelmscott designed scissors. I do have some available on my website on the accessories page. And I've had these for years and I love them. And I always called them my bat scissors. I was like, oh yeah, I love my bat scissors. Well, when I went to order some from her, I couldn't find them. And that's because she sells them as witch boots. Who knew? So anyway, yes. However you want to call those. I have them as, I think, Witch Boots original, but they're on my website. So anyway, lots of stuff in this vinyl pocket. Now, go back to your brain where I was like, hey, remember the slip pockets. Okay, so these are the slip pockets. This is what a standard page would look like on the Maestro or the Salem. I've got 2 slip pockets. This is a smaller, and they do, they're strong. They do snap close. So you've got a little one and a big one. I've got some specialty thread in there. They snap close. And then you have a little felt pad for needles and such. Okay. So this is the standard Salem with slip pockets with 1 vinyl pouch. Have I lost you yet? I hope not, because there are still some other choices. Okay. Okay. If you don't want the large vinyl pouch on the right-hand page, you can opt for 2 more of this. This is my Ew David Schitt's Creek, big fan. So this is a standard Salem with slip pockets, but with 2 instead of the 1 large. And this style has a ton of pockets because you still get the pocket behind this pouch and the pouch and this pocket behind and the pouch and same thing over here. Oh, and I forgot to show you what was in that one. I'll come back to it. Okay. Same thing, 8x8, Q-snap, 2 nurge, 8-inch hoop. Good to go. This is, I'm working on, I didn't iron any of these, just because. I'm doing Death by Cross Stitch. On 40, maybe this is 36 count. Super slow start. That is a terrible way to show this. Terrible. Like I said, you guys, I'm learning. Bear with me. But I'm using some variegated. And if you give me a second, I'll tell you what it is. I love this thing. This is the It's So Emma cross stitch journal. I love it. Give me a second, I'll tell you what it is. Death by Cross Stitch. 36 count from Under the Sea. It's called Christmas in Williamsburg. Fun times. 1/1. And some of it is tent stitch because your girl got real tired. Is that right? Yes. And I'm doing it in Weeks Peacoat. Like I said, this is terrible lighting. I'm learning, folks. That's terrible. Why even bother? And then maybe you originally heard me shout out some people through different groups that I was looking for this specialty floss from Forbidden Fiber Company, from their Sleepy Hollow kit. They sent me the last of it, and then 2 very kind people sent me theirs because it was limited to a box. But this is called Sleepy Hollow. And it's awesome. It's like teals and greens and brown, and it's just amazing. And that's a terrible picture. I mean, send me your tips. How do we do this? How do we do this? Okay, on to more. So this is a standard Salem, slip pockets, but the 2-pocket version. Okay. This was just a fun one. This is a back to another Maestro with the thread bed. I've got a 6x6 in here. Thread bed. Okay. Now, drum roll. Sorry if that's loud. The cat just freaked out. Those are my standard size. I would now like to officially announce that it's already live on the website. I've already had a couple of orders. People have figured that out before even officially announcing through anything. But I am now offering a larger size in both styles. What? Okay. So here is a large size. What is this again? Maestro. Okay. Dun, da, da, da. I love her. And these are my new fabric labels. Okay. With this new case, it's longer. These measure open 21 by 13. 21 by 13. Okay. The other ones are 20 by 11. 20 by 11. This is 21 by 13. No, don't come over here. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Get your butt out of the camera. All right. So, this will hold 24 bobbins. You still have your zipper pouch in the pocket behind. Your 2 slip pockets. They're a little bit bigger. And then these are longer, so they will, I have an 8x8 in here. I'm doing Mirame or mini Mirame. I'm working on Xenia? I don't know. But this is on XJU. I'm doing a color conversion. I'll get to the needle minder here in a bit. But anyway, these new sizes will fit a full-size pattern. Okay. They will also fit an 8x11. What am I stuck on? Q-snap. What? And you're saying, well, Renee, I'm working on something even larger and I need more bobbin space. Well, now the bobbin pages come in 2 different sizes. So this one's a little bit bigger and will accommodate 24 as well and slip in. This one's a one-sided, and I decided to do something a little bit different. I put all just black on the bobbin side so the colors would pop. And then I just put my other witch on the back. But I can do a double-sided, larger bobbin page for these. Okay, just going to do that. Now, I will also show you that, I'm going to take this out too because I don't want to bend it. I don't have my actual projects in here that I'm working on because they're kind of secret. Pardon me in real time, there was another pattern. If you want, no matter which case, they will fit 2 projects. Dun, da, 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 da. So that's 2 8x11 Q-snaps in there. And please pause. And the bobbin page. They're going to hold a lot. They're going to hold a lot. So yeah, this is the new large size and you can upgrade to the thread bed instead of the slip pockets. You can get really either bobbin page to fit inside there. But this is the new size that will fit a full-size pattern and an 8x11. Blargity blarg. There she is. My tulip pink case. Okay. Don't knock that over. Okay. Also, I do take special requests. I'm going to show you a current project that I'm working on that I even tweaked my own patterns and made my own to make it work. I'm working on my first Hade pattern, Heaven and Earth Designs. And if you're new to them, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Heaven and Earth Designs, they are full coverage patterns where the whole thing is stitched as opposed to the other ones. And they are known for many, many different colors of floss that are used. You can do a full version of it, and they're typically very big patterns, or you can do a mini version of something. And I'm currently doing a mini version, but it still takes 89 different colors of floss. So I've been wanting to do this pattern for years. And then I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to do it. So I am doing, I'll show you a picture before I show you the case. I am doing, once again, PDF and paper, the mini Contessa with squid because she's weird and I love it. So this is still the mini Heaven and Earth Designs. This is Omar Rayon. I don't know. Love him. Started following him on Instagram because I love his artwork. So this one this the mini, and it still calls for, thank you, 89 different colors. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get like super creative. Thank you. I love you. And make room and make it work. Now, you can't like go to the website and order this. You'd have to like get in touch with me and I'd have to like figure out pricing and finagling but send me an email, thegoldenfamiliars@gmail.com. But I had to get certain fabric. I love to do fabrics that go along with stitch-alongs or a theme that you're looking for. So I found this fabric. It's squids and octopuses. And I knew I had to do its special case. So this is a large size. This is a 21 by 13. Okay. And I knew I was going to have to like just change some stuff. So this is, I made the bobbins shorter to accommodate more. I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 32. I forewent the thread bed or the slip pockets option so I could fit more over here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20 more. Now I did keep my vinyl pouch. I also made it a special zipper pull. Look at that. Look at that. And I made another one for my scissor fob. Okay. Still has the pocket behind. This one's tall, y'all. That. And then, because I only had a little bit of the octopus fabric left, I made a smaller, this is even smaller than my other one, but I made it fit, a double-sided to fit the rest of my flosses. And it fits in there. And it's got my full-size pattern, because it fits. And then I'll just kind of show you. This is my color chart. And this is my mini Contessa with squid so far. I'm doing this on 32 count Lugana. My first time I'm ever using gridded fabric. Love it. 1/1. I am doing the Royal Rose method and I really like that. But peekaboo. But there she is so far. I think this is over 18,000 stitches so far. Is she a biggin? So that I could have it on an 8x11, but I typically work, okay, really. I typically work on 8x8s. It's my favorite, and it's just my favorite. So that all fits in there. If I wanted, I could have a completely other, I mean, it'd be tight, but I could fit another one in there. I don't want to lose track of this. It goes in there. These bigger sizes as well. If you are a Nerge user, these will accommodate the number 3s. I'm stuck on something. There we go. It will accommodate the number 3. Speaking of Q-snaps, Nerges, and hoops, I custom make grime guards for all of those. You can go to the website and you can pick a fabric. A couple of the fabrics aren't available in grime guards just because of the dimensions of the print of fabric size, but you can choose the size and the styles, but I make all of those. While I had this out, it made me think, again, I do make a lot of custom accessories. All the accessories I make myself and bead them myself. But earlier this year, where did it go? There it is. I had a custom needle minder designed for the Golden Familiars. Let me get this out of the way. This is on my project. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's called Stitching on My Mind. And it's got like scissors, hoop, chart, and then the frog with the no sign on it. But these are exclusive to me, designed for me. See if you can see that a little bit better. It's an enamel. Who am I? Am I really doing this? And I use the Neodone, whatever that thing is called. I use those magnets. And I love this because since these were exclusively from me, they are imprinted on the back. It's going to be hard to see, but with my Golden Familiars logo down here on the jaw. So you can buy one of those. It's an exclusive on the accessories. Okay, how am I doing on my notes over here? I did that, I did that, I did that. Okay. So another thing I want to add is effective as of yesterday, May 5th, 2024, the larger sizes premiered on the website. You can order those. If you happen to have watched my last shop update, it went live a little over a week ago. I had posted a larger size to get feedback, and I had also posted crotch. I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving it in. I don't know how to edit it. Cross stitch ravens. It was a fabric that I premiered, and I got a ton of feedback on it. It's awesome. If I knew how to insert a picture, I'd do this, but you can go back and watch my shop update on one of my latest posts to look at it, but it's called Cross Stitch Ravens, and I have ordered more of it, and it is available to order online. You can go look at a picture of it on the website, but it is actually on its way to me now to be shipped. But the larger size is coming, or it's up and available. And as of yesterday, I'm going to start making the left page vinyl zip pouch. It will be opening from right to left. So when you close it, that was the cat. Man, I made it this far without anything. Anyway, this is not the case, but when you close your case now and you've got a fob or a zipper pull, it will not hang outside the case, because like right now mine, and that's okay. I mean, it's okay if it does. It kind of hangs outside the case, but from hints forward. They will not do that. Salem, if you knock that tripod over, I'm going... So that is an official change. What else, people? I make the Stitch and Go cases. I make project bags. I make them in 4 different sizes, 11 by 13, 14 by 14, 15 by 15, and Big Mama 17 by 17. I use 16 gauge vinyl, fusible fleece, fusible interfacing, bias tape. I am a big bias tape user on the edge. I feel like over time that, at least for my projects, it just stays better. Personal opinion, but you know. So project bags, I make the extra bobbin pages now in 2 different sizes. And I make grime guards, different styles, different sizes. You can go and order those. Like I said, lots of accessories, scissor fobs, zipper pulls, needle minders. I've got some scissors available. Anything you order online that's a $50 order or over, you get free shipping. I do ship internationally with a flat fee of $25. And let me see, what else? I know I mentioned my email address, so you can contact me. I have lots of fun scissor fobs. I was going to show some, but no, I'm not, because this video is kind of getting long. It's not too long. What am I at? Almost 50 minutes. All right. The cat's going to jump over here. Don't do it. Don't do it. I have been going to retreats and vending. So maybe I'll see you at one of those this year. I am at the Stitching Bee retreat later this month in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You can look up the Stitching Bee retreat and look at information if you're in the Oklahoma area. I think they're still taking registrations. They have several, and I'll mention those in a second, but I'll be at the Stitching Bee in Tulsa at the end of the month. Next month in June, here comes the cat. In June, and oh my gosh, I can't think of the date, and my phone's right there, but it's a Thursday, and I will be in San Marcos for the Embroidery Guild San Marcos merchandise night. You can go look that up on the Embroidery Guild of America website, but I will be there. And then the following week, he is loving everything. I will be at the Under the Sea Fabrics Stitching Sirens retreat in San Antonio. Very excited about that. You can look them up on social media. I might be at another one in July, but I'm waiting to see. And then fall is kind of far out, but I will be at the other Stitching Bee retreat in Dallas, Fort Worth area in October. I believe it's the 3rd weekend in October. And I'm hoping to get to more. If you are a giver of retreats or do retreats and you would like me to come vend, you know, message me, send me a message. Maybe I can make it out there. But what I haven't said, I'm based in Oklahoma. So I've been to some retreats in Missouri and Texas and Oklahoma. So they're kind of near to me. But I will be at those retreats and hope to attend some more in the future. I'm going to have Maestro come up here real quick. Come here, Bubby. So you can meet Maestro. This is my OG original. Oh, you can give me kisses. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Maestro is 10 years old, and he is a registered therapy dog. We go and visit staff and patients at several of our local hospitals and cancer institutes. And he's just sweet as he can be. Oh, and he's been napping. But he is my other case name, Mr. Maestro. Mwah, I love you. Okay, go back to your heating pad. I know that I've forgotten many things. That's going to happen. The fact that I've made it this far and not screwed up too much, not too bad. I've probably just jinxed myself, and we'll see. But please subscribe and like, and please share. And I'm hoping in the future, I don't know how often I'm going to do these. It's a very vulnerable thing to put yourself out there. I'm trying not to give myself too much anxiety about that, but it took a lot to do this. And I don't know how often I will do it. I think I will definitely do it when I'm doing like a product or a shop update, because that way I can do a video with what I'm getting ready to list online and people can go watch it before it goes live. And maybe, you know, do some more whip parades, because I do in all my spare time, insert your laugh here, do love to stitch. So please go like Facebook, Instagram. There's the private Facebook group. If you have any questions, please email me at thegoldenfamiliars@gmail.com. Go check out the website, thegoldenfamiliars.com. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for being patient. And I'm probably, you know, I'm going to have to like go back and watch this later and hate it. But thank you. And if you've made it this far, leave me a little crescent moon emoji, like my little logo, which I should have a picture of, but I don't right now. Or if you want to help me edit or make better videos, I don't know, reach out. But I hope you have a great day and happy stitching.